Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. We were down here in South Bree. We were just on the edge. We are just on the borderline basically between the Stone Quarter and the Mud Quarter. And we were down here talking to Miss Lowbanks, the burglar trainer. Y'all remember her? We've been down here. We've been chatting about old times and the way things used to be here in her fabulous Lowbanks estate. I still love her cock mounted on the wall there. So nice. Anyway, we were sitting here because it was training time. So we came back to talk to Miss Lowbanks and get our other point we've got to spend here. So we are going to throw it. Where is a section we haven't leveled up yet? Let's see. We've got High Roller, which, rank 3 will give us plus 12 to gamble skills. We got Even the Odds, which our 4th rank will give us an 80% chance even the odds skill. There we go. A Sure Thing. Let's take it all the way up to rank 5. And that gives us plus 15% on harmful gamble damage. We have got almost all the ones. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more trait points, and we will finish up the Gambler and be able to start throwing stuff into other areas here. But we'll go ahead and apply that first trait point into the Gambler. There we go. And where was our other one? Were we the Quiet Knife? I wanted to say our second one was Quiet Knife. Let's take a look and see. Is that our other trait tree we were in? Yes, it was. And we got 2 points. We've got another point in there we haven't spent yet. Where is it at? Let's see. Backstab. Oh, that one's always nice. Positional damage. But I like that improved hide and sight, too. How about we throw both points into that and get it all the way to the top? Hide in plain sight removes all poison, disease, fear, and wound effects, and has a minus 180-second hide in sight cooldown. So 3 minutes off of its usual cooldown now. That's going to be very good. Let's go ahead and apply those points there. So, very nice. I think we were doing the Gambler for the most part, though. Let's see, we got the Stun Dust, Agile Hands, Foot Pad. That's a nice one to use, though, whenever we're sneaking around. That might be something we should do when we got a very dangerous part to sneak through. We might want to do Quiet Knife until we get into wherever we're needing to fight. And then actually skills and final footing. Yeah, the trip skill. Improved hide in plain sight. There we go. So what's it look like? It looks like that. Is that the one? Is it actually down there? I don't think it's actually down there. Looks like that, huh? Probably. Is that it? Nope, let's travel to Personal House because that's how we got over here. Interesting. Interesting. Which one of these is hide in plain sight? You would think it would be down here, wouldn't you? If that's the one we're using. So if we go back to trait skill 1. Yeah, they all pack back in. So all those are back. That hide in plain sight? Yep, there it is. So it's got a 7-minute cooldown. So that means that it has taken it down from 7 to a 10. Is that correct? Let's go back to number 2 again. Oh, how long have you got to wait before changing configurations again? There we go. See, there it went. It just moved. It just disappeared off of there. When that's where we always kept it. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll have to get through here and arrange all my skills and everything. And also figure out just what the hell it is that I do. So many of this stuff on the Quiet Knife is positional. But we're going to go back to Gambler. Give us just a second for that to kick back over. There we go. Alright, so that got all our trait points spent. So we're going to stick with what we know down there for right now. Anyway, so we were in Rohan whenever we ended up. Let's quit playing around with our skill trees at the moment. We were in Rohan, and I am actually bound where we left off in Stoke. That was the first thing I did, was bind myself in Stoke before I left down here. So let's head back there, and then we're going to grab the stable master, because we hadn't even done that yet. So I will see y'all back in Stoke. And that trip doesn't take very long, does it? Nope. There we go. Here's the stable, the milestone. Let's see, Stoke isn't big enough. Yeah, I was going to say Stoke isn't big enough to be its own map. But let's take a look at this. Here's the map to Broadacres here. Let's select everything. And you see, we haven't found a whole lot on that map, have we? I got it. Yep, haven't found a lot. We got some campfires scattered about. Another stable up here in Osserley, and then whatever that is. I don't know if that is a burned up Rohan camp, or is that a orc camp? It looks like a burned Rohan camp, perhaps. You know, we'll have to see. I'll bet it is. In the meantime, let's run over here. Let's grab the stable master. You can see his little blue thing glowing. Stoke was one of the cities we had to find, however.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
And it goes back to Edoras and Aldeburgh. I'm very glad we grabbed the thing before we headed here. Where were we? We were at Book 12. We need to, securing Stoke, we need to talk to Frithold, and we need to bring the Blood-Eye Brooch to Frithold in the Mead Hall of Stoke. Alright, which one might be the Mead Hall? I'm thinking that big building up there on the hill. That one is probably the Mead Hall, so let's head on up that way. And see if we can find this Frithold person. Are they the Thane or the Reeve? I can't remember which one we're looking for this time. Is it Thane Frithold or Reeve Frithold? Whichever way. Hey, well, let's hope they are surprised to see a hobbit in their midst. We were on the trail of one of Grima Wormtongue's saboteurs, weren't we? Somebody that was sabotaging the efforts in Edoras anyway to get the people gathered together and get their supplies. Where are you? Interesting. All right, Miss Frithold. You look very interesting with that glowing ring and in the thing behind you there. Let's go with securing Stoke.
There is work to be done here.
You have come at an opportune time, stranger. It grieves that I cannot yet send aid to Theoden King. I am a loyal subject, but I must consider my own people first. We have been under assault by warg riders for days.
Oh no, not mounted combat again.
The grazing lands west of Stoke burn, and our town is overcrowded with refugees and livestock.
Yeah, it looks like that probably was a burning outpost over there.
If we can break the siege, there will be nothing to stop me from going to my king's aid. Please help me secure the gates of the town while I consider the best course of action. You can find wooden planks throughout the town. Gather them and take them to the gates and repair the damaged barricades.
Alright, that works better than any, that's better than any mounted combat at the moment.
Maintain the peace and do no harm to my people or their lands, and you will be welcome.
It is always a pleasure to meet a new burglar, Gnarlo. If you maintain the peace and do no harm to my person or my people or these lands, you will be welcome to my hall at any time.
Frithold listens as you recount your pursuit of Wormtongue's mysterious ally and the mischief he wrought at Edoras. She smiles when you mention that Eowyn desired you to bring word of the danger he might pose for the Broadacres.
She has always been a strong girl, and in truth she reminds me of myself at that age. When she has grown some more and broken a nose or two, she will be quite a woman. She must chafe at remaining behind to shepherd the people to safety while others ride to war. I would do the same had the war not come right to my own lands. There is battle enough in Broadacres. Someone you may have seen your secret interloper as he came to Stoke, Gnarlo. You should speak to Wigbald, the guard at the southern gate. If anyone saw anything, it would be Wigbald. He misses little. So talk to Wigbald by the southern entrance to Stoke. We will do that. So, on out. Let's go on back out here. Let's grab some of those wooden planks on the way and then find the southern entrance while we're at it. Looks like it's that way in the direction we're heading. So we're already off to a good start today, aren't we? Now, let's look for planks along here as well. Planks, 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 planks. Of course, they won't let me... I don't think there's an emote called planking, so they're not going to let us plank on one of these walls, I suppose, which is probably for a good thing. Next thing you know, we'd be doing Fortnite dances. Wooden planks. A plank of wood which might be used to repair the barricade at the gates of Stoke. Well, if they're not giving us this very verbose entries in the travelogue entries and our deeds, at least they're still tagging a pretty good thing on to the little items and all we got to find. So I'll give them a partial credit for that. Yeah, I see a wooden plank down the hill there. So let's circle on around and see if we can grab it. Back that way. Nope. Where was the one I was just seeing through the trees there? There it is. Grab those. Oh, there's more over here. Wooden planks. Back over around the corner there, aren't they? That's 3 of 6. 3 more. There's some up the hill. Can we make it up this side? Yes, we can. 4 of 6. Alright. 2 more, and then we can go and talk to Buddy Boy. See another one over the hill. Once again, we do seem to have the luck. Oftentimes, it's easiest to find these ground spawn things whenever you're actually out and about at night, because they're glowing in the dark. They're much easier to see. It's the counterintuitive thing of they are much easier to see out in the nighttime than they are in the daytime. However counterintuitive that sounds. Okay, is the southern barricade gonna be this way? Is that the one we came in? The southern gate? Yeah, it looks like we came in the southern gate, didn't we? So we can take care of 2 things at once. Where are the barricades? Here we go. Let's get those out of the way. A damaged barricade at the gates of Stoke. Now let's repair that one. And can we repair that one? Man, those 3 planks do a hell of a work. Nice to know that most of the damage is cosmetic there. So that's 2 of 6. So we got to repair them at the other 2 gates as well, do we? Alright, no problem.
You say you look for someone. I've seen scores come through this gate today.
What can you tell me about his appearance? You admit to Wigbald that you do not have a good idea of your prey's appearance. That makes it more difficult to find someone, no doubt about it. There was one fellow I thought seemed worthy of suspicion, now that you mention it. He kept asking about the Norcrofts, so it could be he has left this village entirely and is heading east. You tell Wigbald that you may search around Stoke for any other clues, just to be certain, and he shrugs. You're welcome to do as you like, of course. It is your time you'll be wasting. The only suspicious fellow I've seen was asking about the Norcrofts. Search either the Norcrofts or the town of Stoke for signs of Wormtongue's ally.
Well, of course, we're going to end up doing both, aren't we? Let's come on out. We will wander around searching the town, looking for clues, while we also look for ways out of the town. Which one's that? Frithel's house. You must have the quest Bringing Comfort. Ooh. Makes me think something not so good might be going to happen there. Continue searching around, seeing what we can find. Perhaps there's something happening somewhere. Gotta hit all the places again to be sure that we haven't missed anything. Boy, this is a long walk up the hill to get up here. And got a mailbox up here as well. Nice that they give you I think 2 mailboxes. I think there was a mailbox right down yonder where we first came in too, so good to have more than one mailbox in this town, if I am seeing things correctly. Alright, there's our another entrance ahead of us, so let's head on over there and repair those barricades, and then I'll bet there's another one off in that way. This is a pretty big town here. We've already visited the Relic and Forge Master, or Mistress actually in this case, because we did have one of our burglar's belts, I think, get upgraded, level up, and needed to be taken care of there. Now, let's see if the next one is off in this direction. Don't know where else anything might be as far as there, all 6 of them. Search either or the town of Stoke. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything here in Stoke that might be what we're looking for. Not seeing any signs or symptoms of any kind of... Maybe if there's a storehouse somewhere, maybe we would need to go into the storehouse. Yeah, there's no entrance into any of those. So it's like this used to be a stable over here. Okay, I'm going to search around, go into any of the little buildings I can find, and see what we can see. Anything over this way? This looks like an area that's a bunch of people and all getting ready to do stuff. Tons of supplies. Building. Ooh, there we go. Disturbed earth. Let's see. Did someone bury something over here? What we got? The earth here is disturbed. Well, let's see if we can calm it, shall we? Have you tried Xanax? Mound of earth indicates a scuffle of some sort took place here. Okay. Anything else? No, just a scuffle of some sort. Okay. Well. Ooh, broken banner. Yeah, things are starting to show up, aren't they? This banner is broken in half as if it was brought down upon something hard with great force. Well, I didn't need to actually click on you to figure that out, did I? So, disturbed earth, broken banner. Any mailbox? No, mailbox is not going to tell us anything. Yep, there's the Forge and Relic Master there. So there were clues to be found here. Let's see where any others might be. Anything over this way? That's where we just were, I think. Or either that or it's an identical one to the other one. Let's look behind this building. Yep, it's almost identical to the place we just were. See, that's old school LOTRO. Old school LOTRO would have hidden things back behind that building there. New school LOTRO at least sets them out there in the middle of the open where you can find them. Let's zoom on out so we got a better broken banner. Okay, better disturbed earth. Let's come on up this way. Once again, we're kind of lucky that we're out here doing this at nighttime so that the words and the items themselves that we're looking for show up nice and bright against the... Oh, look, that ball there burned a bit. Show up nice and bright against the nighttime palette colors. Because it's not dark out here. It's not dark out here at all. It's just the palette has changed, you know? I'm wondering what that was. 3 o'clock just clicked over. 3 a.m. my time just clicked over. So there was the Hobbit gift. Popping into the thing there. And that's the, yep, that's Frithel's house. Nothing there. Alright, come on. Seems like we ought to find one more thing, perhaps. Maybe at the mead hall? Any of these buildings we can enter? No. We found a banner. We found disturbed earth. Let's circle the mead hall and see if there's anything up this way that we might find. Broken banner, disturbed earth. Feels like I'm playing a Sherlock Holmes game. Where you go? Oh, elementary, the broken banner. You'll notice it's broken off 6 inches from the top. So a normal person would say, oh, that implies that it's a very tall person. But no, that actually implies that they used a church key manufactured in the East End, because that's the only thing that would break it with that particular pattern. The disturbed earth, you'll see that earth was brought here. It was only find that particular type of dirt over in Canterbury. Alright. Not seeing anything over this way either. Let's go in and let's talk to Fritheld in the mead hall. Apparently we're going to have to bring comfort to her at some point in time, which I'm assuming is different than bringing comfort the way you would do it in a Japanese visual novel. That has a much different definition than what you see here. Alright, I'm gonna look around on both sides to see if there's anything else amiss in here while we're at it. I don't see like smashed flagons or anything like that. Let's look up in the attic area just to be sure that there's nothing else that has been damaged or, you know, scorched firewood or anything. And then we'll hop down and go talk to her. And that will be our episode for the day, because we are reaching the point where we're at 25 minutes, and that will be the last episode for a couple of days. I will be back at work for the next 2 days, so it won't be a lot of gaming time. As my couple of days off, as my long weekend comes to an end. So this is the last one. Next time y'all will be seeing, I think, Nomadan again, as he continues working in the Old Forest. Is that where we left off? I believe it was. We continue working in the Old Forest, hunting those spiders in the ancient tree, the ancient deformed evil tree down there.
Will you help my people?
Ah, so there we go. Secure. So, oh, that's the one, not the one about the thing. Ah, Gnarlo, have you returned? I believe I know what must be done, though I dare say I am concerned that it may not be possible. Okay. Finish now.
Will you help my people?
Like our horse leveled up? Yeah, we got some more warhorse trait points to spend. Serving the Summons, Part 1.
Gnarlo, I know what needs to be done, but I confess that I hesitate to do so. If we are to send aid to Theoden King, we must first break the siege upon Stoke. But to do that, we must muster the Thanes of the Broadacres, and I have no doubt that they too face the threat of assault. Nevertheless, it must be done. Speak with Grima, and he will provide you with signets to take to my Thanes. Each signet bears the crest of their households, and they will know that it means we are in dire need of aid. Not far to the northeast lies Osserley, where dwells Ordlach. It is settled out on an embankment leading down to the Entwash, so they may have not yet seen the smokes of the fires here. Ordlach is a pleasant fellow and likely to be the most ready to join our cause. You should go to him first. That we shall do. All right, so we will go and speak to... Well, I didn't have to go far to speak to you, did I? Let's go ahead and talk to Grima then.
What brings you to these lands?
So Reeve Frithod has decided to summon the Thanes. I recommended that she do so days ago, but I understand her concerns. It may well be that Ordlach and Tordag will be unable to come in time. Nevertheless, here are the signets of Orsolea and Torsbury. Frithod told you of Ordlach, but not of Tordag. The Thane of Torsbury is brave and a mighty warrior, but he is not the most clever man. It took much for him to accept Frithod, a woman, as Reeve when her husband perished. But since she broke his nose in a brawl, he has been a faithful retainer. May fortune smile upon you as you deliver these tokens. Go to Osserley first. So gain entrance to the mead hall of Osserley. That we shall do. We shall do indeed. In the meantime, we are going to call that an episode. We will see y'all next time here. Let us go ahead and bring out our pipe. There we go. Let's break out a little pipe weed here in the hall of Frithod. And we will see y'all, as I said, next time. We have got a... What is that? Deed bestowed. What is the deed? Quest of the Broadacres. A complete quest in the Broadacres. We only have to complete 50 to get all the stuff that we need. Well, there you are. We will see y'all next time. Oh, and here we go with the Hobbit gift. Who is giving it to me this time? It had been previously showing who gave it to me. Filbert Bolger. You have received a gift from Filbert Bolger. Happy birthday to you, Filbert. There we go. A scroll of craft acceleration. Very nice. We will see y'all next time. Thank y'all for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see y'all on Sunday, I suppose. So, y'all have a good one until then. And bye-bye.